Sometimes we don't notice our body. Sometimes it's we wait until our body hurts before we pay it any attention whatsoever. That we tend to live our lives from our neck upwards. Our whole experience is coming from our mind. So just for a few minutes, I invite you to drop your attention from your head into your body and notice what you notice. Become aware of any sensations within the body. You can scan the body from top to toe, or you might just have an area that you're aware of immediately or often. And be present with what is here now. Just being curious and interested in what arises and what comes into your awareness as we do this together. All sensations are energy moving. And energy is always changing and moving. Some areas slower than others. When the energy is moving extremely slowly, it can feel really uncomfortable. When the energy is flowing, it feels amazing. So notice any areas of discomfort, tension, resistance, pain, and just observe and be interested. And when you find an area of your body vessel that has a sensation, it'd be a good idea to explore it, because we're here now to do this. And I invite you to become aware, more fully aware of the sensation in your body vessel. The sensation isn't you. You just observe it, be aware of it. And maybe notice how big the feeling of this sensation is. Just a general idea, because energy is invisible. We only notice it as a very generalized sensation. And if we can give it a size, shape, color, structure, then we can notice when it changes. And it can remind us how much our energy is changing every moment, and that nothing stays the same. So go to the sensation and notice how large this sensation is. Is it small, like a size of a pea? Is it like a rugby ball? Is it square like a brick? And notice the size, the shape, and the substance. If it was a material thing, what do you relate it to? Is it heavy like a stone or light like a cloud? And there's no rights or wrongs, just whatever you feel is right for you. And then what colour is it? Are you aware of an emotion linked with it? and just gently being aware of it. Give it freedom to change and morph as it naturally will. And this is energy. And energy is always changing. Nothing stays the same. And give it space to change. Not trying to make it change. Not expecting it to change. Just making space for it. Just being very curious and interested. And breathe. Now be aware. Is it the same shape? Or what shape is it now? Is it larger or smaller? What colour is it? What substance is it now? Is it lighter, heavier, less dense? And what emotion is it now? And just notice how naturally this energy changes. And allow the change. Allow the flow within you. And it's strange, I think, that we don't often do this with ourselves. Well, I don't. But I love doing it. So maybe scan your body again and notice what you notice. Are you drawn to a certain area of your body? Or where would you like to explore now? Maybe you know there's a particular area of your body that has been calling you for a while and you haven't gone there and explored it. Any part of your body that has a diagnosis or has caused you pain. That's your body telling you something. And I invite you to rest your attention there now. And breathe with it. And just be gently aware of this part of your body. And feel any sensations. And observe anything you see, hear, feel, taste, smell. Using all your senses. Just witnessing and observing like an onlooker. You're having an experience. You're not the experience. You're not the body. You're just noticing the sensations of the energy experiencing itself. And take a breath. Relax. And take your attention back to one of the first areas you explored. And now what do you notice about that area, that energy, that part of your body? Being open to any changes, any new awarenesses, any downloads of energy or information. Perhaps you become aware of a link with that part of your body with another part of your life. And just allowing the energy to flow with ease. If you'd like to continue with the exercise, you scan your body again or choose another part of your body, or go to one of the areas you have been with and re-explore and explore deeper. It's like having a conversation with the body. The body is like a teaching tool. And if we live our lives in our heads and we don't use the rest of our bodies, we're missing out on a lot of data and interesting information. And I love the sensation of releasing and letting go of anything in the body. It's so interesting. We hold on to things in our body, our thoughts and tensions and emotions, and we store them somewhere. There's no mistake where they're stored. And then we try to disown the body and ignore it. But we are here in this physical reality for a reason. And to ignore the physical body or to not be fully embodied feels to me like we're missing out on a whole big story. And I used to very happily go off with the fairies and enjoy amazing meditations and do anything to not be in my body. I blamed my body. I felt it got me into lots of trouble. And then I realised I've chosen to be here with this body for a reason. And to avoid that might not be helpful. And actually it can feel so beautiful to be fully embodied, to be fully present, to be in the now with this physical body. And every action we do, to be aware. And just doing simple tasks in a very mindful way, with full body awareness, is delicious. So enjoyable for me. As I hoover, I hold the handle of the hoover and I feel the vibration through the hoover. And I notice that the pile on the carpet's changing. I feel the push and pull as I move it around. I feel the freshness as it sucks up, cleanses the air. I love the movement of my body as I step forward and backwards. The flow of my body and the interaction between my body and the hoover and the room and my awareness. It's a dance of energy between us, between all these parts of me. Or if I'm washing up, as the water's coming out of the tap, I can feel the sensation of the water, the sound of it, temperature, any smells, the sensation as I wash a plate, as I move it around in my hands, the feeling of the sponge and the washing up liquid, and the transformation of the plate, and the smoothness. And then as it's placed in the rack to dry, and then my awareness and consciousness choosing if to pick up another fork or knife or spoon, and then the sensation of rubbing it in the water and watching it transform, and how light and clean it becomes afterwards. Noticing my breath as I do so, and just visualizing it and imagining it now. We're doing it together now. And I invite you to go through your body again now. Either scan it or go to a particular area you know that has been calling for your attention for a while. And just be with it. It's like saying to your body, I'm here for you. I hear you. I see you. I witness you. Of course, we're all one, but the awareness that you truly are is witnessing the physicality of this. And if there's some energy sensation in the physical vessel, then something's been stored there, not processed, or resistant thoughts or beliefs, a memory, some energy you've picked up from someone else, and you've stored it there. So now's an opportunity just to go there now and be aware of any sensations you have stored in your body, and be present with it. Not trying to make it go away or change, just allowing it to be there and be curious and interested. Allow yourself to feel what you feel. There are no good or bad feelings. That would be a judgment. And everything's neutral. So just allowing the sensation to be there without any judgment, without any story. And if your mind wanders off into a story, then just bring it back into the present moment, into the here and now. Maybe just notice your breath. And tune into the sensation again, just allowing it to be there. And each time you do this, it frees up the energy a little bit more. You might call this presencing, mindfulness, embodying. All sorts of different words are given to it. Being in the now. If there is a sensation in your body, I invite you to visit it until it dissolves and morphs and changes. and becomes flow and love integrated into your whole being. And there's nothing wrong with having a sensation in the body, but just use it and explore it. And then you might get to one of those amazing moments where you get the moment. That's what I call it. When we come home to ourselves, we get the alignment, the release feeling, and where we become more whole, more complete. It's like coming home to ourselves more fully, become more embodied. Because the experience is with the body. So to utilize the body in the fullest way possible. So be aware of your breath, maybe taking a deep breath, integrating all parts and all aspects of you. And when you feel ready, bring your focus gently back in your own way. Many blessings.